Hi everyone, my name is Anita Makwana. Welcome to your second series of belly dance. We're going to cover intermediate and advanced movements today. So hopefully you've seen the previous video before this. What we're going to do today is a series of intermediate advanced movements which are quite contracted, and then we're going to move on to the more fluid type movements. This will enable you to become a beautiful belly dancer. What we'll do at the end is a nice cool down just to relax our muscles and prepare us for rest. Okay, so I hope you have great fun watching the video. Just keep rewinding if you need to. Enjoy yourself, and I'll see you in the next video. Okay, great, let's warm up. I'm going to start with the shoulders, rolling the shoulders back and down. Nice and slow. Big circles. Good, and let's go faster. Good, and let's go forward. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good, and we're just going to take the hips out to the side. So just gently pulling. These are our hip slides that we did in level 1. Pull out to the side as much as possible. You should feel a nice stretch. If you'd like, add some arms. Good, and let's turn these into hip hits. We go hit, hit. I'm going to move the arms around, try to copy, but if not, just leave them here or down at the sides. And we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, last time, and good, let's go into some knee drops. So feet together, heels on the floor. Tuck that tailbone, shoulders back and down. If you'd like, copy with the arms. Good, we're going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Last time. Keep those knee drops going. Let's change the arms. Good, let's do some pelvic tucks. So facing an angle, we're going tuck, release, tuck, release, tuck, release, tuck. If you'd like to add a walk with it, let's go. Walking, walk, walk. Good, shoulders back and down. Let's keep going. Let's add some arms if you like. If not, leave them here. Breathing deeply. Last time, are we ready? We go. And 5, 6, 7. Let's do some shoulder hits. These are all our level 1 movements. If you don't know how to do these, just try your best. Strong shoulder hits. Feet together, heels on the floor. Let's turn this into a shimmy. Are you ready? We go. You can stay here or move around with me. Unlocking those knees. Breathing. Good. Let's go back to center. Dip. And dip. And 5, 6, 7. Good, and relax the hands. Let's just warm up our quads, our thighs. So feet shoulder width apart, straight spine. Are we ready? We go. And 5, 6, 7, and down. Good, breathing deeply. The lower you go, the better. Good. Even lower. If you want an extra workout, raise those heels. We're going to do 4 more. 4, getting really low now. 3, and 2 and 1. Good, just a few more movements. Let's go into our hip drops that we did in level 1. So make sure you're in the correct posture. Join with me, and 5, 6, 7 and drop, drop. Keep going. Let's move the arms. Drop, 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 and 5, 6, 7, 8. Other side. 5, 6, 7 and drop, drop. Good, you're doing really well. Continue. 4 more, and 4, 3, 2, 1. Good, we're going to do some hip lifts facing forward. So let's start on this side first. We go, and lift, 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 and 5, 6, 7, other side, and lift, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6, 7, singles. We go lift, and try your best. You don't have to add arms. Few more. Good. Okay, we're just going to do some chest. Last thing, let's go on to the chest. Unlock your knees, tuck your tailbone, take your arms out to the side or leave them down here. So intermediate would be taking them out to the side. Let's raise the chest. Are we ready? We go lift. Using that back muscle to contract. Good, and let's go down and down, down. Okay, now let's go on to some stretches. So feet shoulder width apart. Just going to stretch over the ear, stretching over the sides. Good, unlock your knees. Let's do 4 more. 4, 3, 2, and let's go to the other side. So we're going stretch, transferring the weight. Good, and going over. Deep breaths here, just a couple of more. And relax. And that's the end of your warm-up. I hope you're warm. Okay, so let's begin by getting into a belly dance posture for safety, security, and to make sure we can execute all our movements nicely. So the first thing we're going to do is have our feet shoulder width apart, and we're going to unlock the knees. So you just want to make sure they're not hyperextended. You're not bending, just slightly unlock them. You're then going to tuck your tailbone. So your tailbone is down here, and you just want to make sure your pelvis is in a neutral position to engage our abs. Nice. Then you're going to take your shoulders back and down and just raise or open the chest and take the arms out to the side. So key points: unlock the knees, tailbone tucked, and open up the chest. Lovely. And now we're ready to begin. Okay, the first thing we're going to do is a hip box. So our hip box leads into an omi. You'll know what I mean in a moment. So let's first refine our knee drops and our pelvic tucks, because this movement combines the two. So we're going to unlock our knees as always, pelvis in a neutral position, and let's just go into a few knee drops first. So dropping one knee, dropping the other knee, dropping one knee, dropping the other knee. Lovely, contracting those glutes, contracting your abs. Okay, and the way you can refine this is sometimes coming up onto the balls of your feet. Try to get lots of control. You can even walk with it. Maybe go around. Take your time, breathing through the movement. Good. You then want to refine your pelvic tucks. We did these in the warm-up and in level 1. Once you have those 2 movements, you're going to go into a hip box. So you have your feet together, belly dance posture. You're going to drop one knee. So I've dropped this knee and I've contracted this glute. I'm then going to tuck. So you can just take your hands out to the side. You're then going to drop the other knee, this side, and this glute is contracted, and you're going to release. So as you release, your pelvis drops slightly. So let's do that again, dropping this knee first. 5, 6, 7, 8. Drop, tuck, drop, release. Again, keeping your chest raised or open and keeping your shoulders back and down. So we don't want to slouch. Let's do it together. 5, 6, 7, and drop, tuck, drop, release. Drop, tuck, drop, release. Nice and strong, breathing through the movement. Drop, tuck, drop, release. Drop, tuck, drop, release. Let's go faster when you're comfortable with this movement. Drop, tuck, drop, release. Drop, tuck, drop, release. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6, 7, 8. Lovely. Let's do it on the other side. So you always have to do all your movements on both sides to make sure your muscles are strong. Belly dance posture, shoulders back and down. Take a deep breath, and 5, 6, 7, 8, and drop, tuck, drop, release. Drop, tuck, drop, release. 5, 6, 7, let's go faster, and drop, tuck, drop, release. As you do this movement faster, you're just releasing the contraction slightly to get a bit more fluidity. Lovely, keeping the upper body completely isolated. Nice. Okay, so I hope that explains the movement. This movement and all level 2, level 3 movements require lots of drills and repetition. So practice that, and once you've got this, you're going to be able to do the next movement really well. I'll see you in the next video. Okay, so I hope you've mastered your hip drops, and now we're going to do a belly dance omi. An omi is just a small internal circle, very different to the hip circle that we did in level 1, which was very skeletal. This is more intricate and muscular. So we're going to have our feet together, belly dance posture, and you're going to just start with your hip box. We're going to drop on this side first, so let's do it together. 5, 6, 7, and drop, tuck, drop, release. Drop, tuck, good. So just be sure of the way that you're going. And now you're just going to make this movement super fluid. Drop, tuck, drop, release. You may need to adjust your posture. So you may need to bend your knees a bit more, maybe straighten them a bit more. See what works with your body. Keep the arms out to the side, or if they're tired, you can bring them in. You can even take them to your head. Drop, tuck, drop, release. Keeping your chest open, keeping your shoulders back and down. Good. Make sure you're hitting each side equally. So you don't want your omi to just be here. Okay? So keep going. Keep breathing. It's a really intense movement. You're going to feel this tomorrow, but in a good way. Keep going. Round and then you can become a bit more fluid with it. Maybe add some arms. Good. Keep going. Play around with the hands. Lovely. Let's go the other way. Shaking out. Get some blood back in the legs, and let's start the other way. So, feet together. We're going to drop this side first, starting with your hip box. Always add layers one by one. 5, 6, 7, and drop, tuck, drop, release. Drop, tuck, drop, release. Good. And now let's connect it. Drop, tuck, drop, release. Make sure you're tucking. Try not to avoid any of the angles. Good. Let's add some arms. You don't have to add arms at this stage, only if you want. Maybe keep them on your head. Keep going. The main thing is to get the movement and not focus on the arms too much. Good. Just a few more. Lovely. Keep going. Breathing. and release. Once you've mastered all these movements properly, you can then travel with them, change the layers, change the levels too. So I hope that's useful for you. If not, rewind and go back to it. It is a very intricate movement, but you'll get it. I'll see you in the next video. Okay, so now we're going to learn a belly dance Maya or Maya. So people have different terminology for this. Some people call it a vertical figure of 8. Remember in level 1 we did horizontal figure of 8s? So now we're doing vertical ones. This is a really beautiful movement, a very fluid movement, and it's something Shakira uses all the time. So it's one of my favorites. So really hard on the body, but you will get used to it. Very good for your muscles. So you're going to bring the feet together, go into your belly dance posture, and let's work on this hip first. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a hip lift on this side. We're then going to do a hip slide. So we're going to push the hip out, keeping the body as center as possible, keeping the knees together. You're then going to lower that heel onto the floor whilst keeping the hip out, and then you're going to bring the hip in. So again, we're going lift, out, down, in. Imagine there's a brick wall above your head, and also imagine there's brick walls in front of you and behind you. So there's no room to twist and there's no room to bop up and down. That will keep us really isolated. So again, we go 5, 6, 7, and lift. Contract that glute. Out, down, bring it in. Lift, out, down, bring it in. Good. So now let's make this fluid. Lift, out, down, in. This is just one side of our belly dance Maya, so we haven't got there yet. Keeping the arms nice and wide, making sure we're not creasing them into the body as we get stressed and tired. Keeping them out. If you prefer, bring them down or onto the head. Good. Making sure you're not twisting out to the back. Remember those brick walls. Lovely. This is really working your gluteal muscles, so really good workout. Once you have that and you've mastered this side, let's go on to the other side. So go through the same process and try not to rush ahead. It will really do you a disservice if you do. So we're going to go lift, out, down, in. Good. Lift, contract that glute. Slide, keep the knees together. Bring the heel down, bring it in. So you're almost doing like a vertical hip box as well. Breathing whilst we dance, breathing through the movements, never holding our breath. Good. Now let's connect. Up, out, down, in. Almost drawing a D shape. Up, out, down, in. Up, out, down, in. Up, out, down, in. Good. Once we've mastered both sides, that's not enough to master it. You're going to have to do lots of repetitions for these movements. Once you've mastered both sides, we connect. So now let's go into connecting. It will be a vertical outward figure of 8 because later we're going to do inwards. So let's do it together. Belly dance posture. 5, 6, 7, and up, out, down, in, up, out, down, in. The slower we go, the harder this movement is. Okay, but first we want control before we try to do this fast. Good. Now let's start speeding it up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Connecting in the middle. So we want to make sure that we're not going boom, boom. Yeah, it's connecting in the middle. Good. Let's just do 8 on one side, 8 on the other, 8 together. Starting this side. Take a deep breath before you begin. 5, 6, 7, and 1, and 2, and if you like, you can change the arms. 3, 4, 5, take your time. 6, lots of control. 7, and 8. You can probably feel it already. Shake if you need to in between. Let's go to the other side. 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Lovely. Let's connect the movements. I'm going to take my hands on my head, but you don't have to. 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The more grounded you are with this movement, the better. So you want to make sure you're never overextending. And once you've mastered it, maybe add some arms. Play around with the arms. But first, master your belly dance Maya. Okay, I hope you enjoyed that. It's a really intense movement, but once you have it, it looks really beautiful. I'll see you in the next video. I hope you enjoyed the outward vertical Maya that we just did. We're now going to do an inwards vertical Maya, or also known as an inward figure of 8, vertical figure of 8. So, long names, I know. We're going to go into our belly dance posture, and we're just going to reverse everything we did. So please make sure that you've seen the previous video before doing this one. We're going to push the hip out to the side first. Good. So this is a hip slide, but with our feet together, a bit more intricate. Remember those brick walls in front of you and behind you and above your head. You're then going to raise the hip, bring it in, and bring that heel down. It feels very awkward on the body, but you will get used to it. So we're going to go out, up, in, down. Out, up, in, down. Good. Keep going. Up, out, in, down. Change the arms if you like. Up, out, in, down. Once you've mastered this, we're going to connect. Up, out, in, down. Up, out, in, down. You can add a little hand wave with it too, like a snake arm. But again, the focus is not on the arm, it's on the hips. Up, out, in, down. Up, out, in, down. Good. We can also travel with these movements, but for now we're remaining static. Next side. So same thing, brick walls. 5, 6, 7, and out, up, in, down. Out, up, in, down. Keep going. Out, up, in, down. And let's connect. Good. Reversing that D that we did before, the shape of the D. Lovely. Keeping those knees together, breathing throughout the movement. Great. Adding a bit of a snake arm if you like. Both knees remain unlocked, so you don't want to hyperextend any of the knees whilst doing this movement. Let's connect it. So starting with this side first. 5, 6, 7, and nice and slow. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Good. Keep going. You're doing really well. Lovely. And let's make it a bit faster. 1, 2, 1, 2. Loosening up with it slightly. Good. So we do keep the upper body isolated as much as possible, but if it moves slightly, that's okay. Then maybe add some arms. Good. The other way. Good. And that is your inward vertical Maya. Hi, so in level 1 we did horizontal figure of 8s. These were backward figure of 8s. So by now you may be getting confused with all the figure of 8s we have. So far we've done the backward figure of 8s and the horizontal inward and outward ones. Now we're going to do a horizontal forward figure of 8. So we're going to go into our belly dance posture with our feet hip width apart, and Instead of going back with the hips, we're going to pull forward. So the way we do that is we just twist, use those twists that we learnt in level 1, take our hip bone to the back of the room, and we're going to pull the hip forward. So you can imagine there's 2 strings here, pulling the hip forward. This hip bone's at the back of the wall, pull forward, back, forwards. Good. Remember those 4 points of the room, your back 2 corners and your front 2 corners. So you're pulling from the back to the front corner, back to the front corner. Good. Going around the ankles, using your hip slides. As you become more advanced with your figure of 8, you can bring the feet together. So that's the next level. Even slightly straightening the legs, not locking them, keeping them unlocked slightly, not hyperextended, but feet together, straightening up a little bit. Good. This will require a deeper twist and a deeper slide. Good. You can maybe bring the hands to the head. If you're still struggling, keep those feet apart. Lovely. Maybe try these in combination with your backwards figure of 8s, with your feet together, and then go forward. If that confuses you, just focus on the forward for now. Again, maybe add some arms. You can maybe pick the feet up, almost traveling. Good. Have a practice with arms, without arms, a bit of traveling, both directions, perhaps all 4 directions, and see how you get on. Maybe transition from one to the other as well and see how you feel. I hope you enjoyed that, and I'll see you in the next video. Okay, now we're going to cover hip twist with a kick. So you may have already done this in level 1, and if you did, well done, but we're just going to go over it. So hip twists, first you want to master your hip twist on the spot here, facing forwards. Once you've mastered that, you can go on to the next part. That's in our level 1 video, so you can refer back to that one if you need to. So we're going to go into our hip twist posture, making sure our pelvis is pushed forward and we're supporting our back through our legs and our thighs and not our spine. So we're going to go into a twist. We go back and back, using the ball of the foot to swivel. Back. Good. When you're comfortable with this, let's add a twist. We go back and kick, and back and kick, adding a kick. Kick and back and kick and back and kick and back and kick. If you're comfortable with this, let's travel round using that weight on the back leg, using this leg here. We're going to swivel, swivel, kick, twist and kick, and twist and kick, and twist and kick, and twist and kick, and twist and kick. So I use the ball of the foot to remain on the floor, and my heel just steps like this. I'm going to show you on the other side. So feet are apart, pushing the pelvis forward, straighten the spine, bring the chest out, and let's use this hip. So 70% of your weight's on the back leg. 5, 6, 7, and twist and kick. Making sure that the front of the room sees your belly as you twist. Kick, twist and kick. Good, let's go around. So using the back ball of the foot, twist, kick, step, twist, kick, step, twist, kick, step, twist, kick, step, twist. You can change the arms if you like. Good. Whenever we kick, we don't kick, we just brush off the floor very gently and gracefully. I hope you enjoyed that. That's a tough one, especially on the abs, but it's a really good workout. Anyway, I will see you in the next video. Hi, okay, so now we're going to go into a belly dance ami. So before we did omi, which was hitting all the sides with our circle. Now we're just going to focus on one side. So we go into our hip drop, hip lift posture. we're here. Most of the weight's on the back leg, and we raise this heel here. And you're on the ball of the foot, so lift up that heel. Remember, the higher the heel, the higher the hip. So our hip is going to go, we're going to draw a circle vertically this way. So we're going to go back, up, side, down. So we're just going side, up, side, down, keeping the rest of the body completely isolated. So just using this outside hip. Again, brick wall above the head, so we're not bopping up and down. Back, up, side, down. Good, keep going. Drawing a circle. You can play around with this, maybe create small circles and perhaps create big circles. Let's do it together. 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Lovely. Keep that hand out the way so we can see the hip. Nice soft bend in the elbow here too. Good. Let's go a little bit faster. 1, 2, 1, 2. So we're just drawing a smaller circle using more of our abdominal muscles, making it more intricate. Lovely. Let's go in the opposite direction. So we're going to go forward, up, back, down. 5, 6, 7, and forward, up, back, down. Forward, up, back, down. Good. Keep going. Keep breathing. Keeping the rest of the body isolated. Good. And let's go a little bit faster. Really squeeze those muscles on the side and on the front of the belly. Good. And maybe if you want, you can add some arms. Good. Let's go to the other side. Same thing. So most of the weight's on the back leg here. Ball of the foot on this outside leg. And nice grounded feeling. So let's go back to front first with our vertical circle. 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Remember, slow for control first before we speed it up. Now let's go a bit faster. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Good. Let's go in the opposite direction. 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 more times. Last one. Good, and let's go faster. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Good, let's add some arms if we can. Arms are not necessary, they're just a little complement to our movement. Well done. I hope you enjoyed that movement, and I'll see you in the next video. So continuing on from our vertical circles, we're going to do a vertical circle going forward with our hips. So this is almost using those pelvic tucks that we used before. So the movement looks like this. And it's a great movement to change levels with or to travel around with. So what we're going to do is, let's start with our feet apart. So when you start this movement, it's best to start with them apart. Unlock those knees. You're going to keep the weight on the back leg, and you're going to tuck at the back. So just making sure you're tucking at the back first. That's crucial before we do anything, and keep those knees unlocked. You're then going to transfer the weight forward whilst keeping our hip tucked. You're then going to release at the front and shift back. So the main thing we do here is use our weight. So first we want to manage our weight from back foot to front foot to back foot. So again, we keep our belly dance posture and we tuck at the back, making sure our weight's on the back leg. We then transfer to the front leg, keeping our glutes squeezed and then release the contraction and come back. That way we kind of go over and under. So let's do it together. 5, 6, 7, and a 1, 2, 3, 4. Keeping the upper body as straight as possible, so not wiggling like this. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is basically all underneath the chest. Once you've mastered this, you may want to try bringing the feet together and transferring from the heel to the balls of the feet. Heel to the balls of the feet. Again, maybe playing around with your hands or bringing them to the head with your elbows out to the side. You could bring the hands above you. Good. Great. Try that movement on both sides, and as in both angles, and maybe play around with your level when you're doing this movement, and maybe you can try and travel with it too. I hope you enjoyed that, and I'll see you in the next video. Okay, so now we're going to do some piston hips. So piston hips look like this. Okay, they're kind of similar to a knee drop, but not quite. So in belly dance, everyone has different terminology for the movements. I call this piston hips. So what we're going to do is we're going to come onto the balls of our feet, and our feet are together. Your knees are never hyperextended, as I always emphasize. However, they're quite straight in this movement. So you want a very tall, linear frame. And you're going to tuck the tailbone as always. So now we have our posture. What you're going to do is you're going to raise one foot. Can't do this slowly. We're going to raise one foot and we're going to drop it onto the floor. So dropping, 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 dropping. The main thing we want to ensure is that our glutes and our abs are completely contracted for control. Otherwise it just looks floppy, right? So we've got a strong frame, everything's tucked in, everything's contracted, and then we begin. And the emphasis is on the downward motion, not the upward motion. So here we go. 5, 6, 7, and down, 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 down. Good. This is really working your obliques. And keep those feet close together. Once you're comfortable, you can travel around, keeping your feet close. Keeping the upper body completely raised and isolated. Good, let's go faster. Raise the hands. And bring them back down. Good, that's a movement you can't do for too long because it's really strenuous. Okay, so now we're going to do a belly dance psoas. I call this a psoas movement because it works the iliopsoas muscle, which is located deep within the pelvis. So what we're going to do is have our belly dance posture. First, you want to master your hip slides. And what you're going to do here is think about this hip coming into the body and release. So it comes into the body and release. Now, what you're going to do is add a slight twist to this hip and do the exact same thing. So you're bringing this hip into the belly button. It goes in, release, in, release. Good, so making sure you maintain that twist. Let's do it together. 5, 6, 7, and in, release. Contract that glute as you come up. Contract, release, contract, release, contract, release. As you can see, I always make sure I've got my twist before going into the movement. So let's do the other side. So we go twist and bring it in, release. Bring it in, lifting up the heel, release. In, release, in, release. Good, let's do 8 on both sides. So starting with this side first. 5, 6, 7, and contract, release, contract, release. 3, 4, 5, keep going. 6, breathe. 7 and 8. This movement alone is quite strange. However, when you combine it in a nice combination, it's a fantastic one. Let's go on to the other side. 5, 6, 7, and contract, release, contract, release, contract, release, contract, release, and 4, 3, keeping the body still, 2, and 1, release. Great, I'm sure you can feel that in the hips. You did really well. Okay, so now we're going to do a belly dance undulation. So it's very similar to our camel that we did in level 1, or also known as the Arabic walk, which was like this. Okay, so now we're going to do an undulation, which is just a more intricate camel, using more of our muscles. So in level 2, level 3, we're always using more contracted muscles in our movements. So what we're going to do is take our feet together. You want to make sure that you have mastered your camel, undulation, Arabic walk before you go on to this movement. Okay, you can actually start with your feet apart if you prefer with this, if you're struggling to have them together. Okay, so what you're going to do first is we'll break down the movement. We're going to raise the chest, release the chest. We're going to bring in the belly, or the top half of the belly, suck it in, and then release the pelvis. So those 4 movements again, we're going to raise the chest, release the chest, bring in the belly, release the pelvis. So they work separately. So first you move the chest, release, in, release. Good, so let's continue doing that for a few moments. We go raise, release, in, release, raise, release, in, release. Okay, and my knees are unlocked. However, you can have them slightly straighter, not hyperextended, and as you continue doing this movement, you can release lower slightly, keeping the heels on the floor. So again, we go 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's continue. 1, 2, 3, 4. Last time. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. Now let's connect the movement. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. As you do the movement, so as I do my chest and the belly, I hold the belly contracted until the pelvis is released. So it's like a wave going down the body. Let's do it again. 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3, 4. My chest does go forward and up slightly, but the focus is not there. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Lovely. Just make sure that you hold all those muscles in before releasing onto the next part of it. Okay, so that is our downward undulation or downward camel. I'm now going to show you how to do an upward camel in the next video. Great, so once you've learnt how to do your downward undulation, we're going to do an upward undulation. So again, to begin, you may want to have your feet at a distance. It's a lot easier. Otherwise, bring them together, and we're going to start a bit lower. So we're going to bend our knees a little bit more, and as we finish this movement, we're going to come up slightly. Again, not locking the knees out. So we're here, and we're going to come here, keeping the spine completely straight. So the first thing I do is I tuck my pelvis. I then bring in the belly. If you over tuck the pelvis, it's really hard to then bring in the belly because you're stuck there's nowhere to go. So what you want to do when you bring in the pelvis, don't lock it completely, just bring it in maybe back to neutral, belly, chest. So let's do that again. So we go. So my tailbone is released slightly to begin with this one. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is contracting the muscles. 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. If you're struggling, you may want to add an extra layer here, which is the knees. Knees going forward first. It also helps to use your imagination to imagine there's like a wall in front of you, and you're going to take your body against this wall. Okay, so let's do it together. We're going to go 5, 6, 7, and tuck, belly, chest, release. Tuck, belly, chest, release. Good. Now let's connect the movement. So we go 5, 6, 7, and a 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. You can change your level if you need to. Good. Imagine this brick wall and use your knees if you need to. 5, 6, 7, and a 1, 2, 3, 4. A couple of more. Once you've mastered it, you can become a lot looser with it. And last one. Good. You can also add arms. So once you've mastered your undulations downwards and upwards, maybe add some arms with it. Coming up, coming down. So let's do a combination of the downward and then the upward first. So let's do it together. We're going to go 5, 6, 7, and down, 2, 3, 4, reverse, 1, 2, 3, 4, down, 2, 3, 4, reverse, 2, 3, 4, and down, 2, 3, 4, reverse, 2, 3, 4. Keep that belly contracted until the last second. Lovely. Okay, so we're just going to go over the safety of the head. So our head goes side, forward, rolls forward, side, and release. So we never go back, we go side, forward, side, release. Side, forward, side, release. Let's go the other way. Side, forward, side, release. And you can use your hand just as I did to take your hair out the way. Once again, side, forward, side, release. Okay, so now we're going to do a big hip circle. We did a hip circle in level 1. However, this time we're going to use the head and the upper body also. So let's just remind ourselves about a hip circle. Our feet are slightly wider than hip width apart, and we go around. Good, lovely. And the other way. This is our belly dance hip circle. So now let's make it bigger. What we want to do is make sure we keep that metal pole in the spine where we're not bending to either side or down or back. Yeah. So we're going to push the hip out to the side. And as you do so, you're going to come forward with the hip. So you've done a hip slide, push the hip forwards. Remember, when you're in this position, you have a straight spine and your pelvis is pushed forward. You can unlock the knees here slightly as well, taking out to the other side. So drawing a big circle. And as you go back, what you're going to do is you're going to bend this leg completely and you're going to swoosh back, keeping a straight spine, and come here. So this looks like this: forward, back, forward, back. It's just a bigger hip circle, and we're also going to add a head in a moment if you like. So coming out to the side, let's do it together. So keeping our legs quite straight, massive hip slide, drawing around our big hula hoop, forward, side bend the knees, keep that spine straight, swoosh at the back and release. Let's go again. Forward, crossing the arms in the front, back, opening up. Good. Forward, back. Lovely. Let's go to the other side. So pushing the hip out, coming forward, semicircle, bend the knees, come back. Forward, come back. Good. Two more with the hands. Close the hands and back and forward and back. Good. We're now going to do the same thing with head involvement too, head turn as well. So when we do a head turn, let's just go over the safety of this. We never want to go back. So what we do is we go side, forward, side, back. Not back, just back to neutral. So again, side, forward, side, release. And the other side, same thing. Side, forward, side, release. Okay, so our spine is very sensitive here, our cervical spine, so we don't want to damage that, so we'd never want to go too far back. Let's go back to our hip circles. So we're pushing out to the side. We go forward, and as we go forward, our body's gonna lean to the side, keeping that straight spine. You're gonna come down, add your head circle, and come up. Good, so again, we go side, forward, side, bodies come down to the side, forward, side, up. So your body's just going in the reverse direction. Let's do it one last time. 5, 6, 7, and a 1, 2, 3, 4. The faster you go with this, the better it looks. But we start slow for control. Let's go the other way. So we push out to the side. We go forward, side, bend the knees on this side, body goes that way, head goes side, forward, side, down. Let's do two more a little bit faster, starting on this side. 5, 6, 7, and a 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4. Great. Okay, so this is just a quick video to go over some of the movements we've done and travel with them. I don't expect you to get this all in one go. This will take lots of repetition and drilling, but just try your best as I'm going over it very quickly. So the first thing we did was a hip box walk. So when we do a hip box walk, remember we drop on one side, we tuck, we drop, we release. So what we're going to do is we're going to step like we do a knee drop. We're going to tuck, keeping that foot there, keeping this foot up, switch sides and release. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Whenever you travel in belly dance, you travel with flat feet and your feet stay close to the floor. So again, 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. So the first two movements are on one leg and the next two movements are on the other leg. Okay, so we're dropping, we're tucking, we're dropping, we're releasing. Let's try that on the other side. 5, 6, 7, and a drop, tuck, drop, release. Drop, tuck, drop, release. Drop, tuck, drop, release. Once you've mastered that, maybe add some arms with it and maybe travel around with it, forward and backwards, and play with it. The next movement is the Mayas that we did, the inwards and the outwards. Whenever you travel with this, maybe begin going side to side. So we're going to take baby steps, keep the feet within the body. So as I travel to this side, I'm going to start with my inward Maya. Remember, the inward Maya goes out, up, down, in. So I'm going to step out, up, down, in. So the feet come together on the last two sections of this movement. Out, up, down, in, out, up, down, in. Let's just do that again. 5, 6, 7, and out, up, down, in. Out, up, down, in. Keeping the feet together as much as possible and keeping the feet underneath the body, extending the hip away from the body. Let's go to the other side. 5, 6, 7, and out, up, down, in. Take your time with this movement. Add everything in layers. First master it on the spot, then you can travel with it. Good. Let's go with our outward Mayas. So outward, we'll be working on the inside hip as we travel in the same direction. So we're going to go up and out, taking the legs apart, down and in, taking the legs together. Up, out, down, in. Up, out, down, in. Last one. Lovely. Let's go to the other side. 5, 6, 7, 8. Up, out, down, in. Good. Drawing a big circle with the hips. When you apply this movement, this hip will also move. Remember, it's a figure of 8. So you're doing big 8, small. Finish it off with a small circle. The other side. Let's do 4 on each side. 5, 6, 7, and a 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Up, out, down, in, up, out, down. Other side. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's speed it up. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Lovely. The next movement we're going to do is the over undulations. Like I said, we're going through everything really quickly. Make sure you add more repetitions, keep rewinding, keep going over it. So our over undulations were this movement here. When we travel, we're going to step ball of the foot, heel, ball of the foot, heel, barely taking our legs apart. So again, my feet stay super close together and I'm pressing into the floor. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Try to keep that upper body still as you go over. And again, you don't have to go forward and backwards. You can travel around, you can change your levels and play with it. The next thing we're going to cover is our belly dance camels or undulations. So with this movement, there's no set way with how you walk. So your body will go to the rhythm of the music. For instance, 1, 2, 1, 2. So I'll go with the beats and the counts of the music. The footwork can go slow or fast. It doesn't really matter. As long as you take baby steps and the feet stay underneath the body. Stepping ball of the foot, heel. You can even go backwards. Moving the chest and the body and the pelvis in the same direction, breathing through the movement, maybe adding arms. Good. Let's try reverse undulation. So we go 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4. The same concept applies. So you're barely bringing the feet apart, keeping the feet underneath the body, and going to the beat of the music, not the footwork. You can go backwards. A lot more tough. Good. Play around with it, change the speed levels, change the directions, the angles, and see how it works for you. Remember to be patient with your body and make sure that you've learnt everything previous to this video before applying any traveling techniques. Okay, welcome to the combination section of your video. So what we're going to do is just combine some of the movements that we've done, not for memory, but just to see how we transition from each movement to the other. The purpose is to test our posture and the execution of each movement, rather than the memory of it or anything like that. So don't worry too much. Again, keep rewinding if you need to. What we're going to start with is a hip twist. So we're going to go into our hip twist posture. As we do this, we're going to create a bit of a layer to it. Try to go to the layer that suits you. So first I'm going to go back and kick and twist and up. So we never actually did that in the previous video, so just check again. So we're going to go back and kick and twist and up. So rather than twist, kick, we're going twist, kick, twist, up. Again, 5, 6, 7, 8. Back, kick, back, up. Again, 5, 6, 7, 8. Back, kick, back, up. Good, so we're going to do that twice over. 5, 6, 7, 8. Back, kick, back, up. Back, kick, back, up. Lovely. After this, we're going to turn over our inside shoulder and we're just going to do twist kicks. So we're going to go 5, 6, 7 and twist, kick, 3, 4. Back to neutral center position. So let's go from the top. We do 2 sets on the spot and then we go over our shoulder. 5, 6, 7 and twist, kick, twist, release, twist, kick, twist, release. 1, kick, 2, kick, 3, kick, 4, kick. Lovely. Let's just try that section to music. So maintaining your posture is the key thing first. So going into our belly dance posture and ready for our hip twist before we begin with music. 5, 6, 7, 8. We go. Twist, kick, twist, up. Twist, kick, twist, up. Kick. Let's do that again. 5, 6, 7, 8. We go. Twist, kick, twist, up. Twist, kick, twist, up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so continuing on from there, we're back into a neutral position and what we're going to do is 2 omis. So you can go in any position, direction you like, perhaps start anti-clockwise. You're going to go round, round. After that, you're going to do 4 mayas. So you're going to do 4 outward vertical mayas. 1, 2, 3, 4. And it doesn't really matter which way you start your maya, but you just want to do 4. So again, let's go from the omi. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1 and 2 and maya, 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 maya. Good, so 2 omis and 4 mayas. Once you've mastered that, you can add some arms. Remember, as I always emphasize, please don't add arms until you have really mastered your body movements. So I'm going to add some arms here. I'm going to go 1 and 2 and 5, 6, 7, 8. After you've completed that, your hands are still on your head and you're going to go with your omis in the opposite direction, so perhaps clockwise. 1 and 2 and. You're then, just to confuse us, we're going to do inward vertical mayas. Again, it doesn't matter which way you start. In, in. So the first time we went outwards, the second time inwards, and our omi is in 2 directions. If this is all really confusing for you, just do everything in the same direction and try your best. So I'm going to do it first with no arms and then I'm going to add some arms. 5, 6, 7 and omi and 1, 2, 3, 4. omi, and omi, and in, 2, 3, 4. Now let's do it with arms. 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, and 2, and out, 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 1, and 2, and in, in. Good. Let's go from the very top and then we'll do it to music. So, hip twist posture. Again, don't add all the layers if this is difficult for you. Just do the hip twist without the kicks if you like. 5, 6, 7, 8. Twist, kick, twist, up. Twist, kick, twist, up. And 1, kick, 2, kick, 3, kick, 4, neutral. 1 and 2 and 5, 6, 7, 8 and 1 and 2 and 5, 6, 7, 8. Lovely. Let's try that to music. So we're going to go back into our belly dance posture, making sure our pelvis is tucked, making sure our chest is raised. Hip twist, ready for our hip twist. Breathing, and 5, 6, 7, let's go. We go 1, 2, 3, 4. Twist, kick, twist, up. We go around. And we go omi, and 1, 2, 3, 4. Omi, and good. Let's do that one more time. From the top, breathing. 5, 6, 7, 8, and let's go around. 1, 2, 3, 4, and omi, lovely. Great, that's fantastic. Let's go on to the next part. So we've just finished our Myers. We're back into a neutral position. Always make sure you're neutral before you go on to the next part. We're going to just angle our bodies to the side, doesn't matter which side, and we're going to do 2 over undulations. You can stay on the spot or you can travel. 1 and 2. So I'm going to show you everything on the spot first. So you're going to do 2 undulations, then you're going to do 2 camels, downward camels, or downward undulations. 1 and 2. So let's connect that again. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1 and 2 and camel and camel. Great. Remember, you can have your feet apart if you like. We're then going to repeat our undulations, so 2 undulations again. So it's quite repetitive. 1 and 2, and then we're going to go in the reverse direction as we did with the Myers, with our undulations, with our camels. So we're going to go up and up. Okay, so this routine is not supposed to be beautiful. It's more about how do we connect every movement to make us better dancers. So again, let's go into our undulations. 5, 6, 7, 8. Over and over and camel and camel. Again, over and over. Next part, up and up. Good. I'm going to add some traveling with it. Not necessary, you don't have to do it. First, master it on the spot. So we go 5, 6, 7, 8. Over and over and camel and camel and over and over and up and up. I'm not paying too much attention to the footwork, as in which foot goes where. I'm just going to travel with it freely. Let's go from the very top, add it all on. Don't worry if you forget, just try your best. From the top without music. 5, 6, 7, 8. Twist, kick, twist, up. Twist, kick, twist, up. And round, and 2, and 3, and 4. Neutral. Omi, and out, 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 and other way, and in, 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 and undulate, and undulate, and camel, and camel, and undulate, and undulate, and reverse, reverse. Well done. Whew. Let's do it with some music. So we're going to go back into our posture, making sure everything's correct. Chest is raised, shoulders back and down. Take this arm out the way, and we're ready to start our twist. 5, 6, 7, let's go. And let's go round. 1, 2, 3, 4, and omi, omi, out, 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 omi, and omi, in, 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 undulate, undulate, camel, camel, up and up. Good, let's do it again. More energy this time now that we know it. 5, 6, 7, and let's go around. Other way. Great. Let's just add on one more thing before we finish. So we're going to go straight into our hip box with our walks. Quite tricky. So we've just finished here, and we're just going to face the front if we can, or we can use the hip box to face the front. Okay, so we're going to do from here, we've just finished, reverse, reverse. We're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it doesn't matter which way you start, it's just about doing that to the count of 8. So 2 hip boxes. So again, we've just finished, reverse, reverse, and we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's add some shoulder shimmies. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And to finish it off, we're going to do a huge hip circle. So we're going to take one leg out, take the hip out to the side, and you're going to come round and finish. So let's just go over that from the very top, add it all on, see if we remember, and then we will do it to some music. So from the very top, 5, 6, 7, 8. Twist, kick, twist, up. Twist, kick, twist, up. Take it round, 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 and omi, and 5, 6, 7, 8, and omi, inward Mayas now. 5, 6, 7, 8, and over, and over, and camel, and camel, and over, and over, and up, and up, and a 1, 2, 3, 4, finish 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, nice and slow, and 5, 6, 7 to finish. I did that quite slowly in comparison to the music, so feel free to speed it up if you need to. And let's try it with some music now. So we're just going to get into our posture, push the tailbone forward. When you're ready, we go. 5, 6, 7, 8. We go. Twist, kick, twist, up. Twist, kick, twist, up. Twist. 2, 3, 4, and omi. Outward Maya. Inward Maya. Undulation and camel. Undulation. Let's go up. Hip box. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Shimmy. And Lovely. Let's try it again, this time with more energy, all the bits of energy we have left. Take a deep breath. Prepare. 5, 6, 7, 8. We go. Onto our omis. Inwards. Undulate. And breathe while you dance. Hip box. And 5, 6, shoulder shimmies. Hip circle. Well done. I really hope you enjoyed that combination section. Now let's go on to some shimmies. In level 1, we do our basic shimmies where we're just doing like a knee drop and we turn it into a shimmy. In this section, we're going to try to make our shimmies a bit more intricate. So we also call this an Egyptian shimmy sometimes. It's very grounded, very isolated. So we're going to begin with our feet together and unlocking the knees. Let's start with our basic shimmy that we did in level 1, just a knee drop shimmy. So you're like jelly, very loose, shaking the knees back and forward or back and down. So just try not to think about your hips and only think about your knees, going forward and back or up and down, just moving. Stay heavily grounded on your heels and almost shift the weight back. So you're shifting the weight back, so as opposed to being on the balls of your feet. Okay, so we're gonna shake. Really loose, you can relax the arms, you can bring them up, whichever you like. Okay, now you're going to straighten the legs slightly without hyperextending them. Straighten the legs and think about going back, back, back. Imagine there's a brick wall behind and you're just hitting the legs back, 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 back. Good. Again, not snapping the knees, but just thinking in your mind about the knees going back. Back, 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 back. Okay, and we're going to speed this up, but try to stay relaxed. So it's a bit of a contradiction, but you want to stay as relaxed as possible whilst going faster. Really breathe into it, press into the floor, and then just let loose and go as fast as you can. Lovely. Stay with me for a moment. Stay with me. If you're comfortable with this, and if you're like, I could do this all day long, then you can start moving around with me. So let's take the hips to the side. Play around with it, other side. So transferring the weight onto one leg, onto the other leg. Maybe forward, and maybe back whilst keeping that spine straight. The knees are still going, they're still going. Maybe shift around. So this is where we start adding layers to our shimmies, which is the next level, but for now, just try your best. Main thing is that you have your shimmy. Maybe take the weight onto one leg, that knee's still going. You can have the weight on both legs, or maybe a little bit less on this leg. Keep going. You can change direction, maybe switch direction, maybe shake one leg, shake the front leg. So the idea here is to see what you're comfortable with. Everyone's body is very different, so what may suit you may be very different for me. And just try your best with it. Good, last few seconds. Okay, whilst we're here, we're just going to come up onto the balls of our feet and we're going to pitter-patter. So, pitter-patter on the floor. Good, and then you want to go as fast as you can. You can stick the bottom out slightly, keep your spine straight, and let's go round. This is also known as a choo-choo shimmy. Choo-choo shimmy. Good, and back down and relax. Well done for completing your course today. We're going to go into a belly dance cool down. The reason we do this is just to bring down the heart rate and to get us into a relaxed state of mind. Okay, so we're going to take our feet wide apart and just reach over the side. Take a deep breath in and release as you come over. Good, and reaching ahead of you, flat spine, and come down. If possible, take your head to the knee. If not, that's okay. Coming to the center, just shaking around. Reach for the floor, bend the knees and slowly roll up, rounding the spine. Good, let's go the other way. Deep breath in and release. Good, reaching out to the side and come down. Good, coming to the middle. Unlock the knees and roll up the spine. Okay, let's just take the weight onto one leg and lift up the other leg. If you need to hold on to something, you can. Squeezing the leg into the glute and bringing your knees together. This is a great stretch for our thighs that worked really hard whilst we were belly dancing. Good, let's take our leg out to the side, in front of us. I'm just going to show you from a side angle, and you're going to bend the knee, hold on to the opposite leg, toe pointing upwards, and reach down. Try to keep the head up. You're stretching your hamstring here. Good, slowly come up. Great, let's do it. The same thing on the other side. So first get your balance, bringing the leg up. If you like, bring the arms together. Great, let's take the leg out in front of us, toe pointing upwards, holding on to the other side, keeping the head up. Great, slowly coming up. We're going to wrap our hand underneath and hug your elbow very tight, keeping that arm straight. If you can, you're going to take one leg out behind you and bend down with that front leg, pressing the heel at the back into the floor, squaring the hips. Great, let's switch sides. So just unwrapping, taking the arm underneath, straight arm, hug the elbow, and bending forward, pressing the heel at the back, down into the floor. Nice release. Let's stretch out the back. So you're just going to push the hips back, reach as if you're grabbing a big beach ball, and arch the spine. If you want, you can wiggle out the knees to get a nice stretch in your lower back. Good, slowly coming up. Let's just stretch the head as the last thing. So taking the head towards the armpit and then gently pulling down, and you can wrap the other hand around if you like. Good, releasing. Let's go to the other side. Good, release. Let's just gently pull on the head, take it to the side. And the other side. Good, release. Take the arms up into the sky. Deep breath in, reach up and release. Well done for completing the course. I really hope you enjoyed that. I hope you have some really nice level 2, intermediate, advanced movements to take home with you and to just work on all the time, repetitively, until you can transition all these movements together and create a beautiful routine for yourself. I really hope you enjoyed it, and I hope to see you next time. Thanks for watching.